Hey guys, what's going on? This is Quentin, aka Mr. CPMD, aka Mr. Crypto Pays Me Daily, and I am back. Today is Sunday, June the 26th. It's a beautiful day, and I'm coming today to bring you some really cool information that I believe is undoubtedly going to help you make some serious income. And we also have a special guest today that will be on to talk about this, a guy that I have a lot of respect for. So I'm excited to have him on the channel and out here, speaking with the group to talk about this incredible opportunity. Before we get into it real quickly, guys, if you have not subscribed to the CPMD or the Crypto Pays Me Daily YouTube channel, please subscribe and turn on those notifications. I appreciate that support, and drop a comment. Also, if you are not in the CPMD Facebook group, make sure you are in that group. That group has all the information that you need, more information than you can get on the actual channel. And it's a really great community, scammer free, spammer free, really good information inside that group. All right. And you can post comments, and you can get some help directly from me and other people that are in the community. So make sure to answer the 3 questions, real answers, guys. I know a lot of people are inviting people to the group. Make sure they understand that they need to answer those questions to get in the group, just so we can kind of filter out fake accounts and spammers. All right. And then I'll let you in there. So yes, today, we're gonna have some stuff to talk about today. Some really, really good stuff. But I want to start off just being very transparent with some of the bad stuff. Last week was just a really rough week. It was one of my worst weeks. A lot of guys that are a part of some of the trading that we are all invested in, we just did not have a great week. I'm going to address that in another video, maybe even do it right after this one. So I don't want to go into that in detail, but it was not a great week. But in this space, we know we don't win every single time. We spread ourselves out to make sure we can withstand whatever little punches that we take, and then we keep pushing forward and we look for the next opportunity. And so today we're going to talk about that next opportunity, and I think this could be literally, and I know I say stuff like this a lot, but literally this may be one of the best opportunities that we have put our hands on. All right. And I've got a gentleman, a guy I have a lot of respect for. This guy is a multiple 6-figure earner in the industry, in the network marketing industry, in the crypto forex industry. This guy has made a lot of money, and I've been knowing this gentleman now for about a year and a half. I've worked with him, and just I've seen him lead his community and his team, which is huge, a huge team that he's leading over there, and just helping a lot of people make a lot of money. Him himself, him and his family, I mean, he's doing well, very well. And I'm just honored to have him on the channel today to come talk about some stuff. And I know this guy, he does not put his hands on things unless they are solid, unless he has some real proof, some real evidence of things really, really working. So without further ado, I want to bring in my good friend, Mr. Noble Mike Jameson. Are you there, brother?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me okay?
Man, I hear you loud and clear, man. I'm glad to have you on today, man, and I appreciate you. I know you have to do something for your group, in a short period of time, but you're taking some time out of your day on the weekend to come in and talk about this opportunity that you have on your hands that you're sharing with us, in my community. So again, appreciate you for that, sir, and I'll let you take it away.
Man, one of these days when I grow up, I want to get a nice studio like yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, all this is
No.
a big bill. Look, but we got
No.
to keep making some money to pay for it, right?
Right,
That
right,
doesn't
right.
stop. Bills don't stop. Money doesn't stop. So, you know, my thing is all about helping people, and I know it's the same for you, empowering people. Last week it wasn't a great week, and even still, and this is the honest truth, I really wasn't even thinking about how I was affected. I was thinking about my group and the community, because for me, I'm in a lot of different positions than I know a lot of people, but my first thought was, man, I need to help people recover their money,
Right.
and I need to do this fast, because we're in a space right now. We see a really, really just crazy market that we're in, the economy that we're in, just
Right.
the whole world, you know, we got wars going on, we got all kinds of things going on right now, and it's a really fragile time for people when it comes to the finances. So, you know, to have something, you know, not go good one week, you know, my first thought was like, man, how can we bring it back? What can we do to,
Sure.
you know, get stuff back? And I know you've been talking to me over the last couple months about some stuff, and you didn't say a whole lot about it, but you just say, hey man, we're working on something.
Right.
We're working on something. And every now and then, about a month later, hey, it's almost ready. And I know that, you know, you didn't fluff it up and, you know, blow it up to be something that it wasn't, you know, but you waited till it was ready and you said, hey, I'm gonna have it for you. So
Right.
I'm excited to hear about it today. And I know everyone on the channel is as well. So
Yep. So listen again, Quentin. I appreciate you, man, for inviting me to speak to your community. It's an honor, because our role as leaders is to make it easier for those that we associate with in our network. And one of the reasons I do so much due diligence like I do is because my wife and I, you know, probably like 6 or 7 years ago, we literally lost thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Some of it you know, due to our naiveness about investing, some of it due to being a little bit of greedy, and some of it's just not really knowing, you know, what path to take. So when you combine all those things, it really created those experiences for us. And so we want to be like directional bumpers, right, to our community. So we want to say, hey, look, this is where the pitfalls are. We want to avoid those as much as possible and give you the best path to success, not the path with the least risk or the least resistance, but the best path to success. And so that's been a 5-year journey for my wife and I. And so about actually it's been about 7 months ago. One of the things that we wanted to do was continue to focus on leveraging money. We do well on the networking side with some things that we do and been doing for so many years, but leveraging money is really the name of the game. The I quadrant, as Dr. Robert Kiyosaki talks about, which I've heard you talk about for years now, since I've been knowing you and plugging into what you do for your community. And so about 7 months ago, I really stumbled upon some technology that I thought was very powerful. I'm the type of person, I like to see things kind of in battle test them first before I even bring them forward to be looked at by those that are part of our network. And that's exactly what has happened all the way up until this past week. And so in today's session, we're going to be transparent with you because I think it's important. We're going to show you the most recent account that my partners and I have had and the results of it. Now, obviously, past performance is not indicative of future results. And we're going to set the proper expectation on what we believe can potentially happen for those that are part of the CPMD community. And the reason being is because there's a wide variety of type of clients that are part of this group. Some of them have, you know, access to lots of money. Some of them are just entering the investment world for the very first time. And so we want to be able to serve both groups at the exact same time by doing two things. We want to introduce you to high performance. Okay. We want to introduce you to high performance technology. And then secondly, we want to introduce you to high probability technology. Okay. And those with those two things, I think we have a great competitive advantage. And so
absolutely.
we've been developing this relationship with this technology now for, like I said, for over a little over 7 months. And I know, Quentin, you're going to go through what are some of the parameters that are required for those to get involved. But I will share with you with this statistic. Since this technology has been running, it has performed on the low end 20% for the month, on the high end upwards of 50% or more for the month. Okay, again, past performance is not indicative of future results. So we want to take the conservative number, right? And if you compare it to any financial advisor, man, 10% for the year, and they're happy, right? They're happy. So we're talking about, you know, really a paradigm shift with 20% on the conservative side, and we just talked about what the upside is. So we're gonna share an account with you. Do we want to do that now, Quentin? Want to do it now?
Well, first, before we get into
Okay.
that, just real quickly. So I guess we need to at least kind of talk about the platform that we're using, because we are
Okay.
familiar with the platform. So I know people in my community and your community as well. We are all familiar with FXSway, right? Which is a brokerage that you know, we have a relationship with, and I have a personal relationship with the owner there. I know you know him as well. Really great, just stand up guy that has a lot of integrity for what he does. And so, I like that relationship and I want to keep that relationship. So working through his platform, to me, I think is the best for my people in my community. One, because we're dealing with somebody who has integrity. Number two, we've had zero issues with people getting paid from the platform. There's a lot of brokerages out there that you put your money in, you never get it out, or you have trouble getting it out. We've never had any issues there. And again, this is somebody that I've been able to shake hands with, meet face to face with, spend time with, learn about him, about his journey, and about the things that he's doing. So we will be using the FXSway platform. And I mean, if you want to share, and it's going to be a Pamm account there, and I'll let you go ahead and share what that Pamm account is and the name there, where people will be able to go and deposit, into that account.
Yeah, so I'm glad you mentioned that as well, because the platform that you participate in is equally as important as the investments that you're doing, right?
Right.
Because you can make a lot of money and you can't get your money at the platform. It's never good. So the FX Ways is exactly as stated in your statement there, and that's why it took us probably the last 60 days making sure that the technology runs and performs on the FXWay platform, because it's been running on another platform prior to us getting involved, and we specifically chose not to use those platforms but to use FXWay instead, because of the relationships that we have with the owner and things of that nature. So that's what we mean by being a directional bumper. We want to try to make sure we avoid all the pitfalls as much as possible. So the Pamm account that you're going to be connecting to is called Gold Trading Automation. Okay, Gold
Right
Trading
there on bottom there
Automation.
for you.
You can actually see it strolling across your bottom of your screen. Okay, Gold Trading Automation. That's
And I
what you're
want
going
to,
to do.
and I
Go
don't mean
ahead.
to stop you and cut you off real quick, but as you can see, I did put that on the bottom of the screen there. Um, if you are enrolling for the FXSway platform, that is my link there, fxswaypays.com. But if you are a part of Mike Jameson's group, make sure that you are reaching out to get his link to enroll for FXSway, right? We do want to have some integrity there. We want to make sure the people are following the people that invited them to that platform. All right. So if there's anybody in the community that has not enrolled and you have a sponsor within my community, reach out to them for their FXSway link so that they can get credit for the enrollment there. And the same goes for Noble Mike Jameson and his group. All right.
Absolutely. Very important. So so that's the name of the Pamm account is Gold Trading Automation. And one of the things that Quentin and I talked about is that we wanted to make sure again that we can serve even the new people that are just getting in the door of investing. So there's a lot of programs out there that are 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 to get involved, and they're
250.
exactly. And they're high performance and they're high probability. They all the things that we talked about, but the average person is priced out of it. They're literally priced out of it. They can't
Absolutely.
participate. And so we found that a really good sweet spot for the technology to perform the way that it needs to perform is the entry is $500. So we know that if you're thinking about investing, you're probably going to start with at least $500 in the investment world. So there's a $500 minimum investment to get involved. So that's, but you can go as high as you want to, of course, for those that have the discretionary income to do so. The withdrawal minimum is 500. So when you get ready to take out money, which you can do, obviously we want you to take it out in increments of 500 or more. Okay, which is fantastic. The way this one is set up is that we are suggesting that you put yourself on a schedule to do your withdrawals on a calendar month. Okay, so every 30 days you can do your withdrawals, and preferably not in between the months. So you want the bot and the technology to work for a good 30-day run for you. But we prefer a monthly withdrawal schedule. The technology is set up to do a 60-40 profit share. So you're going to pay a 40% profit share fee off of your profits. Okay. And then there's a 2.5 deposit fee, 2.5% deposit fee in front of once you make your deposit into the account to get it going. Okay. So those are the basics to what we're doing. And we're excited about it because, again, we're sharing with you some of the minimums as the expectation, but we've seen some amazing things happen that we're going to show you here in
You
just a few seconds.
gonna
Did
tell
you
you
want?
gonna tell them about last week? Well, we'll get
Yeah,
there.
we're gonna
Go ahead,
show them.
go
We're
ahead.
gonna show them. We're gonna show them right now. We're not even gonna make this a long feed, man. We're
Yeah,
gonna jump right into the details.
and I want to say just one thing. I like the fact that we have a $500 entry, right? We're in a time right now where money is tight, right? A lot of things are going on. Gas prices are through the roof. People have bills, all of these different things right now. But you're gonna have the ability to come in at $500, and this type of technology, I've seen people pay $250,000 to get it to have access to it. So don't take that lightly. That you're gonna have access to this at five. Don't devalue it because it's $500, because I'm telling you the technology is incredible. And just remember, one of the things that we've seen become a little bit of an issue in past is withdrawing all of the time. So there is a minimum here to withdraw, but not only that, we're just going to ask that you do it first of every month, right? Because the trader is going to know, hey, let me make sure I'm not in trades come the first of the month when people want to do their withdrawals, or I'm not in as many trades. All right. So let's just try to keep that in mind. Now, granted, hey, if you need to, it's an emergency maybe and you need something, we're not saying that you can't withdraw, but there could be a chance that that withdrawal may not get approved quickly because of the current trading that might be going on, currently.
Absolutely, because for those that have been trading and investing, you go into the marketplace with an expectation of a certain amount of allotment that you're working with, and then when that changes, or big or small, it can be affected on others as well. So we're going to jump right into an account, and I'm glad Quentin mentioned the minimum amount there, which was the $500, because we currently, this is going to be the first time that we're actually going to have any clients for that small amount of money in the system. So we're scheduled to do what we call a soft launch tomorrow. Okay, so this technology has been running prior to now, but we requested a new fund to be set up for this group and another one of my partners. And so it's going to actually go live tomorrow, which is June the 27th. Okay. So here's an account, okay, that was set up by one of my partners a little over about 35 days ago. Okay. And I'm going to go down here to history so you can see exactly how it has performed. Now, again, put it in perspective, because you're seeing right now the total balance that you see on the screen. And we're going to go down to the bottom, click on history. I'm going to go up to the top right corner and we're going to click on how did it perform last week, right? How did it perform last week? So if you look at the technology, you'll notice, if hopefully that's big enough, Quentin, can you see it?
Yeah, let me see. I can actually probably even
Make it a little bigger, maybe.
yeah, we'll just cut us out for a sec.
Okay. So you can see here at the profits, you're looking at roughly $14,000 last week in terms of profits on this particular account. Again, you'll see the transparency with the trades that are going on in here for last week. If we go from the weekly to the month, how did he do the last 30 days? You'll notice $79,000 in the last 30 days. Obviously, there's a withdrawal that took place. People take money out as well. Again, you'll notice the transparency here in the trade history. Now, one of the things I want to point out, and this is something again that Quentin and I talk about in detail, that we look for when we're vetting technology. Like, how does the technology respond when the market doesn't necessarily go the way that it anticipated? Okay, and we look for things like this right here, where you see this red $1,026, right? We look for that, and the reason we look for that is because sometimes the technology is going to be wrong, right? And so how does it respond when it's not right? And so you will notice here that when it wasn't right, because it thought the market was going to go down, the market went up and it lost roughly $1,000. It entered the trade again a minute later, and it said, hey, we still think it's going to go down, and it was wrong again, but it exited immediately for only a $74 loss. And then finally, for the third time, it said, look, we think it's still going down. We doubled our lot size, we doubled our risk, and it market still went up, and it exited for 241. So therefore, it basically hit its threshold in terms of how much it was willing to lose in that given time, and exit it and say, you know what, let's live to trade another day. Let's live to trade another hour. Okay, which is important. So if you're taking notes, I want you to write this down. It has a built-in code that doesn't allow it to lose over 15% of your account, right? Which is important. We've seen accounts liquidate in the past. We've heard some amazing things happen. So we know that at most worst case scenario, you can experience a 15% maximum loss on the way this technology is coded. But let's go to the last the example we want to show you here. If I click on 3 months here in this account, you'll notice that this account balance started out with $200,000. Okay, the profit was $93,000. Remember, this account started probably like 35 to 40 days ago. That's why I had to click on 3 months to get the full history.
And Mike, and I don't mean to cut you off just real quick, because I'm on my end. I don't see it, but I know sometimes it doesn't show and it shows everyone else. I'm wondering if you're. I tried to remove it and put it back. Okay.
Let me do it.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Got it?
I can see it. I think they still can see it, even though I
Okay.
can't. I know what the numbers look like. I just wanted to make sure that it was up.
Okay, fantastic. So we have here, you see the deposit, $200,000, like I said, 35 to 45 days ago, and now it's up $93,000 in profit. Okay, past performance is not indicative of future results. So this was an exceptional month. All right, we don't know if that will continue to happen, but to have an account increase almost 50% in that time frame is nothing short of sensational. And so again, we set the expectation that, hey, we believed on the low end we should get somewhere around 20%. On the high end we should get somewhere around 50%, which is about where we are, right? And so this is why Quentin and I are so excited, because you're starting out some cases with a $500 deposit, and now you up, $250, or you start out with $1,000 and you got $1,500, or whatever the case may be. You start out with $10,000, but the idea is that, and this is a strategy that we talk about within the communities that we have conversations with. First, your first objective is to get your capital back, right? Your first objective is to get your capital back. So we suggest is that once you reach that threshold, that's the first thing you do. Withdraw your capital, and then therefore you're playing with house money moving forward. All right. And so once you understand and embrace that type of mindset when it comes to investing, then we're going to create a winning scenario for everybody. So we're super excited. We're not going to be long. We're launching in the morning with this group, the clients that's going to be working with CPMD and the other community we have. And so we're excited, and we're here to support you all the way.
Awesome. Now I remember I did get a couple of picture messages from you of a week's worth of trading using this technology, and now again I'm not gonna make the mistake of making claims to any type of returns or guaranteeing any type of returns. I've kind of learned my lesson there, made a few mistakes with that. But in 1 week, what type of return were you able to see with this technology in a 1 week?
Yeah. So I'll show that one, Quentin. I'll show it because again, we believe in full transparency.
Absolutely.
I think I up on screen.
That's one thing that I always try to do. I never try to hide my accounts. I never try to show, even when it's losses, I showed my losses that I took here recently. They were pretty big, but I believe in transparency because I want people to know that I'm in this deal the same way everyone else is. Right.
Absolutely. So you can see here on my screen, we took a screenshot of this particular account that started out with $100,000 deposit. Remember, prior to us opening up to this community, these were the numbers that people had. They had to have 200,000. They had to have 100,000. They had to have those large numbers in order to be involved. But again, our relationships are extremely powerful. So we've been able to have conversations about having a $500 account as well. But you'll notice here that this account started with $100,000, and last week you can see the week is highlighted right here, and you'll notice that the profit for last week is $60,000 on this account. Right? Again, past performance is not indicative of future results.
60,700. We almost
right? Yeah, we can't leave off the 700. That might be
$709, man.
that's gas money for a week. Huh?
Right, the way we paying for it, right? I mean, that's incredible to see some technology do 60%, so automated technology do 60%, almost 61% in 1 week. And you could see in there also as well, it looked like it was trading a few other things in there as well. So I know you were saying majority of the trading is in the gold, but we do see a little bit of crypto. We do see a little bit of US 30, that might get traded by the bot as well when they see the right opportunity. But that's amazing, 60%, in 1 week. So, when I see people say, hey, 40% profit share is a ripoff, I'm like, well, hey, if you make 60% on my money, I don't care paying you 40%. Because guess what? I didn't do anything. I didn't lift a finger. I didn't have to think. I didn't have to stay up and look at the computer. I didn't have to panic. None of that. So,
right.
We're paying a 40% profit share for technology that we're paying $500 to get access to, not 200,000 or 100,000. So, I don't have a problem with that. And I don't think anybody in my group that, really understands what's going on has a problem with it either. So I'm excited. I'm ready for this week. I'm about to go get my account funded and be ready for this week. But I like another thing that you said as well. Hey guys, if you are not in a place where you're able to go and put a lot of money into this, start small, build your account up, pull your principal, play on house money. Now some of you guys I know, some of you guys throw $100,000 at everything that comes out, and I'm just where you guys getting all this money. But I know it because you've played this investing game, right? You've spread your money out, you have it growing in different places, and so you're able to do that. I'm not telling people to do that, but hey, only what you really can do. So just be smart. But I think we're setting ourselves up for something really, really good. Mike said one thing earlier to me today. He said, man, I think we're going to do something magical, something incredible with this technology. And I want to be a part of that. I want my group to be a part of that. I know he wants his group to be a part of that. And, let's go out and really empower some people and change some lives. So anything else you like to say?
Hey, sir, I'm here. I'm a servant leader. So whatever I can do to serve the team, let me know. And I look forward to the day that CPMD does a retreat just for the CPMD community. I'm going to go ahead and put that on out there, put that on your shoulders.
Dang,
We waiting on the CPMD retreat.
Now you didn't do it. I've already I've had so many people saying that. And sometimes, honestly, sometimes I get so caught up in this and bringing the opportunities and sharing them and talking about them and watching the people make the money. Sometimes you actually kind of forget, like, man, we could all go do something really cool. So that is something that's on the radar that needs to happen. I know you got something coming. I'm gonna take notes from you.
Hey, we got a yacht cruise coming up in about 5 days. We got a 128-foot yacht. Quentin hosts 500 people, sold out for the second year in a row.
Wow.
So
I might see if I can make some changes in my plans. But again, I really do thank you, man. I appreciate you. I know you got some other stuff to get to with your group, man. But I appreciate you coming in and sharing. And anytime you pick up the phone and call me, I'm answering, I'm listening. Because like I said, I know you, the type of person you are, and I have a lot of respect for what you have done and what you've created. And man, I just look forward to us, like I said, making a lot of money and helping a lot of people do the same thing. So
thank you, brother.
All right, guys. I'll probably be back and bringing you some more stuff, some more updates. I know I got some people asking some other things about some things that have been happening in the past. I do want to address those. I do want to be transparent because there are some changes that are going to be taking place with some of the other Pamm accounts. But I'm not gonna put that in this particular video. I'll come back and do another one. But I just wanted to go through real quickly. If you look down here on the bottom, it is Gold Trading Automation. That is the name. Somebody was just on my boy Nathan. What's going on, Nathan? Asking. So yeah, that's the name of the Pamm account, and I'm not sure if it's up quite yet. I think it is, but if not, it will be up before tomorrow, or probably by the end of tonight. So yeah, guys, let's make some money back. I know I know for myself, I'm in a little bit of a hole, but it's nothing we can't work out of. We just need to have the right vehicle to get there and some patience and some time. But I think this is going to be incredible what we're going to see happen with this particular trading account. So oh, it is up. Somebody said that it is up. So the fund is up and ready for you guys. So cool. Let's go ahead and get our accounts funded. We don't need a lot of money. So if you want to tiptoe in, just stick your toe in, you can. You don't have to dive all the way in. But I'm telling you, I know my guy Mike, and I know he's very, very meticulous. He's very careful. And they've been running and working on this for a long time before deciding to actually run it. So again, appreciate you guys, man, on the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Turn on the notifications. Drop me a like on this video if you like it, or a comment, and make sure to join the CPMD Facebook community. Again, it is a really, really cool place to be. A lot of information that never makes it here, live videos that never make it here, just a lot of topics, posts, all kinds of stuff that's there. So make sure to answer the questions so that you can get approved. And anyone you invite, make sure that they understand they need to answer the questions as well. All right. That's all I got for right now. I'll see you guys back maybe tonight. I'm going to try, and I'm going to give you an update for AGE 2.0 and AGE 1.0. I know I had some crazy things happening there, but there is a bright side to that, and we might actually see that back up and running this week with some really new changes. All right. So hopefully I can make it back and update you on that tonight. All right. Appreciate you guys, Mr. CPMD. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.